Day 7. I'm pretty sure. Been a lot of trauma here this morning. Had to put on some really wet clothes. But about 43. So it could be worse. It could have been in the 30s. And the sun is shining. Could be worse. It could be raining. One more good day out here. I think I've arranged transportation home on Saturday. Just gotta get down to Devil's Rest tonight. I got no complaints. It's a fabulous night. So quiet here. I imagine in the summer when people are at their camps more, there's more traffic on the road. Just more noise in general, but this time of year, it got dark and it got quiet. That was some great sleeping. It was warm in my hammock. I really don't like sleeping on the boards anymore. Yeah, like I said, there's one more bit of this hill you gotta do. The campsite's there for the water supply. I didn't go down to see if the water was running there. It was running farther down the hill. So I'm thinking there was probably a trickle. But yeah, otherwise, I hate stopping halfway up a hill for the night and then you gotta finish the climb in the morning. Either camp on the bottom or camp on the top. Because the legs are not warmed up. Once the legs are warmed up, they go all day. They don't even talk to me. They just do their job. But when they're not warmed up, they talk. Can I come up? Are you coming down? How do you want to do this? It's a young bull. Thankfully, he doesn't seem to want anything to do with me. I hate to scare him. Yeah, he's gone. Boy, so much happier to see them going in the other direction. I didn't even see the rack at first. It was very small. That's why he doesn't want to challenge me. He's young. Which is good. I've got trees to hide behind, but still. I've already had my moose adventure for this trip. I don't need more. Hopefully he stepped off the trail. I can go around him and he can go back to his business. I'm guessing he was headed down this way. A little spot between the trees. You can see the mountain coming. I'm always amazed when you're standing down here looking at a mountain and saying, I have to climb that? And then you climb it and you're like, yeah, I climbed that. I've done it before. I know it can be done. I usually show you the colors on the meadow up above, but there was a guy doing construction on the trail, so I figured I'd wait till it got more peaceful. This is a rather unmarked intersection. If you look around, you'll notice these posts as you're coming down the ATV trail, and you'll see a Cohos sign over there. But if you're not looking for it, you could easily just keep walking, looking at the pretty trees. Nash Stream is rock hoppable. Usually I'm happy I'm on this bridge because there's a lot of water here. I have never seen it this dry, spring or fall. I mean, there's water, but it's usually bank to bank without rocks sticking out of it. Yeah, this place needs some rain. Hopefully get a lot of snow this winter. A real summer next year. This whole place is gonna go up in flames. Popped out on Nash Stream Road, Brook Falls. Don't have to worry about the high water crossing this year. First time I came through here, I was frightened by their sign about high water crossing. I got up there and there was a board over the stream. So. This time I'll be brave. Ran into some idiot who said he camped on this trail last night. Running into a lot of idiots out here, starting fires, camping in the middle of the trail. People just don't understand, this is not the AT. They're gonna screw this up for us. I don't know how to get the word out to people. Don't come here if you're gonna be an idiot. But really, don't come here if you're gonna be an idiot. You gotta have a plan, and you gotta stick to it, or you gotta go home. People don't like having a plan. They like to wing it. Camp when it gets dark. That's all well and good if it's legal, but it's not. And the fires are really gonna be a problem. Because a lot of idiots like to play with fire. Sorry, I don't mean to be angry and bitter while we're walking along this beautiful trail, but Up to the Pond Brook crossing. It's the road crossing. It's just over there somewhere. I know it's not far from here. And then it's Cohos Trail. Gotta check my water situation. I'm thinking I might grab some water here. I'm told it was pretty dry up at Percy. Sometimes it's easier to carry it than it is to try to fill a bag from a really small source. I'll cross over and see. Here. Whew, that one's slippery. There, it survived. Oh, it's prettier over here. Well, we popped out of the woods there. Brook Falls. Long road walk here. This must be what, maybe 30 yards or something? I don't know. It's way too far. Now we get to one of my favorite sections. It goes up, but it's pretty gentle about it. It just keeps going up for a long time. Towards the end, I'll be complaining because I'll be tired. And then we'll see what I say about climbing Percy. Look at this. Fresh chicken wire. I'm going to walk on that. Cohos Trail. There's some great views on the way up here, especially with the fall colors. I saw a moose in here. Now that I remember it. I think it was a cow. But all I could really see was its butt. It was going away. I just don't want to have any more moose coming towards me. I know there's probably a view up there at the top of this clearing, but this was so pretty, I wanted to stop and enjoy this first. Can't rush past this view to get to the next one. Rolling up the trio, warming up. Climbing always does that. I don't think it's warm out here, I think it's just me. You can really smell the ferns cooking off. They give off a strange smell when they're dying. Sometimes I'll be driving my motorcycle down the road and I can smell that smell. I think you can see that a little bit on this camera. You gotta break out the still camera and get a good picture of that color. I have to admit, this is one of my favorite spots in the whole world. I've been to a few really nice spots, so I know, and this is one. It's a little tragic, bittersweet, because you gotta climb the mountain. But darn, the moments a person spends here. That's what it's all about. Percy tent site. I've cheesed, I've sausaged. Now we'll see how I feel about going up to the top of the mountain. I have to climb up half of it just to get over it. So I might as well go up to the top, right? Except for I'm not sure about taking my full pack down that slab. Should be exciting. I may have to butt slide the whole way. But I thought I'd show you a quick look at Percy tent site in case you haven't seen it on my other trips here. But yeah, it's cold up here. It's wonderful. I was really hot and sweaty when I arrived, so I appreciated the cold. But now I'm gonna keep going. See what it's like up top. Maybe. Here, look at this magical little forest. Side of Percy. I'll catch my breath. You guys enjoy. That autumn sunlight on the moss. There's a lot of sky up there. Not much room to hide a mountain. It's right up there. Well, we've looped the Percy loop all the way around Percy, it seems like. Now, we must decide. Do we go to the top? You know I don't like to take spur trails. But I've also been up there before, and it's really nice. I'm not sure I'll be able to get back down with my full pack. I seem to recall it's really steep. But it's still probably worth it because it's really good view. Alright, I'm going to put the camera away and see if I can get up there alive. And then I'll show you. I've just put a fresh battery in, so I could film for an hour or two up there. South Percy through the trees. This part flattened out for a minute, so I thought I'd show you. I know it'll start pitching up again real soon. I won't show you that. Oh, I may die up here. I just might die up here, but it's all worth it. Stop trying to breathe on you. I came down there somewhere tonight. Hopefully, it's the plan. We're going to finish going up there first. Because if you think the view is good from here, it's even better up there. And it looks like we got the right day for it. Onward, upward, Excelsior. Still got to get down, but I made it up here. There he is. I came up here. There was a couple elderly gentlemen. I mentioned the plane and they hadn't seen it. Devil's Rest. Got settled in. Walked down for water. Filtered water. Ate a couple of dinners. Set up my tent for cold weather. The hammock is in there somewhere. You'll just have to trust me. It's gonna get cold tonight. Maybe freeze. We'll see. Not supposed to warm up much tomorrow either. So. Beautiful shelter here. I built this in 2018. And again, nobody has defaced it. It's so nice not to see graffiti all over it. Yeah, it's a neat spot. I heard there was a moose here once, but I'm not going to be afraid. I mean, the one I saw this morning wasn't threatening. But yeah, it's clear. It's going to get cold soon. Dark too, maybe. It's been a good 7 days, but I think I'm wiped out. I'd had a really short day planned for tomorrow. I knew I'd be getting that new food bag, so I figured carry it up to the ledges. That was going to be my day. But now that I see that it's going to only be in the 40s tomorrow, I think I made the right choice here. I like hiking in that kind of weather, but camping in that kind of weather is tough. If it's 40s in the daytime, it's going to get pretty darn chilly tomorrow night, I think. Hopefully I'll be home. I'm certainly not going to be up for very long here tonight. But I figured I'd put a cap on the day, maybe a cap on the trip, I don't know. We'll see what happens tomorrow. But there's not much of it left, that's for sure. I've got maybe a little over a mile to where the girls are going to pick me up tomorrow. So that should be doable. We'll see. My blister doesn't pop. I've had this blister on my toe the whole trip. It keeps getting bigger, but it's not popping. I'm leaving it alone. I figure it knows what it's doing. Oh well. Another beautiful night in the Cohos. It looks like I've got the place to myself again. I'm okay with peace and quiet. Right.